Man, Battlefield 1 is such a good game. I can't believe it's been almost 10 years now since it dropped. I was in high school when it happened, and I've been playing it, like I said, for almost a decade since it's been out, and still so good. But I was making this video because I figured about talking some games that I thought were good games. And I believe Battlefield 1 is one of them. Not only because of the gameplay and the great stories that's in the campaign, and that it's still pretty active today, but it was just a well-made game, man. It was hyped up for a good reason. It dropped with very, very good success. The quality of life, despite EA and DICE and Activision and all them having loot boxes or whatever, I thought they did pretty good. There was memes dropped even, man, like the boys kind of memes where we drop in and all that. Oh man, it was such a good time to be around, especially in high school, man. All those kind of games dropping, like Dead by Daylight, this game, For Honor, those were like the top 3 games that dropped that year in 2016. Storm of Steel, though, is by far one of my favorite story missions, even though it's the beginning one and it's the shortest, dude. It's like it just grips you right into the action, man. It just drops you in and you're like, gosh darn, dude, like, here, I'll shut up so you guys can watch it, man. Like, just enjoy. Man, as I'm making this video, one fact that's still hard to wrap my head around, even though it happened over 100 years ago now, is that most of the young men that went over there and died were younger than I am, and maybe younger than whoever's watching this, most of the young men that died in World War I were between the ages of 15 and 18, man, and when I found that out, it was just heartbreaking, dude.
New killing machines, like the tank, changed the shape of the war overnight. Luckily, they were
One thing I think EA and DICE did with Battlefield 1 is the immersion level. It makes you feel like you're almost there, especially if you have a very good quality TV, you know, 4K or even a 1080p with very good quality and all that with a next-gen console. Even, dude, graphics are even way more crisp and nice, dude. And so it feels like you're right there, man. I don't know if it's like PTSD simulator or anything, but I remember when it first dropped in 2016, man, it got my nerves racking in multiplayer, just hearing all the explosions and bombs going off, especially on like Montegrappa or St. Quentin Scar, or what's another good one of the Paris maps, Praise del Titor or whatever, the one in the French city. Adding cool things like weather effects like ground fog and maybe a sandstorm here and there if you're playing on a desert map, I think is another cool feature, because it's like very blinding, you know. It's like seeing through pea soup kind of fog. You can't tell what's over there, you know, so it makes it even more immersed, especially on a bigger map, you know. So it's like you're wandering through aimlessly, not knowing what's around 5 feet in front of you. By far, the campaign and story is phenomenal too. I believe that each separate little story mode, you know, where you play the 6 or 7 other perspectives in the game, like Avanti Savoia, Through Mud and Blood, Friends in High Places, all of them, you get really cool perspectives on what it was like as maybe that person from that country or a person from that country might be affected or see the war, you know, like Lawrence of Arabia and all that's in this game in the desert. It's such a phenomenal game, and it just immerses you in the environment very well. The weapon selection is phenomenal too. They went all out with all kinds of guns, between SMGs, self-loading rifles, LMGs, bolt-action rifles, pistols, gadgets. Not really much attachments, you know, but they make up for it with the other gadgets that you get. All the guns in Battlefield 1 2 are either based off of real-life weapons that were used, prototype weapons that were used, or just like schematic-based guns that were just found on blueprints or just in the testing phase, like the Hellriegel. The Hellriegel's not even a real-life gun, although you can find pictures of it. And the developers actually took their time to figure out how fast this gun would fire, how accurate it would be, how fast it would overheat, and all that, just based off of a picture.
Just out of reach.
I'll definitely be coming out with more longer videos like this style, probably of the next couple of campaign games for Battlefield 1, just to maybe talk about World War I facts, other cool things about the game, like other cool guns that are in there, like per game mode, maybe just stuff like that, you know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day, evening, or morning, and I'll catch you in the next video. Like and subscribe, because it helps the channel out a lot. And my grandfather and I are going to be coming out with more content, him and I, soon. We're just finding a good day and a good time when both of us are free.